recorded like the funniest podcast in existence.
It's going so well too.
I know, and this man literally forgot to hit record.
Frick. Okay, we just gotta talk about the band kids and then we can resume. Man, I don't even want to talk about the band kids no more.
Wait, why do we have to talk about the band kids? Don't we have to start the whole podcast?
Yeah, we have to start over now.
All right, guys.
Everything's gone now. What up? It's Lucas and Addi again for episode 2 of D302.
We're no longer streaming. We're just gonna speed run this.
Yeah, okay.
We
I
can't
may or may
actually
not have
speedrun.
accidentally forgot to record. So now I'm recording, I think like 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes in.
We had a real... See, this is why... Okay, maybe it is best if you stream.
Yeah.
Just so we can actually see if we're recording or not. Oh my god, that makes me so... I hate you. I hate you so much.
I'm so sorry.
D302 is canceled. Fix this table.
We'll resume it next week, bro. This week is not worth it.
Oh.
But nah, we'll make it work.
We'll make it
We'll
work.
make it work.
Okay. So we had a
Frick, man,
whole
I'm
rant about band kids. We had... Okay, first
Can I,
story.
okay, TLDR, band kids are crazy.
Right?
Lucas and I went to very different high schools.
I was a band kid. Big Chungus, T-posing, sophomore year. I stopped doing that my junior and senior year.
Yep. And then just clowning on band kids because they're crackheads. They're weird, you know.
Right. They were always trying to pick a fight with the football players.
They were
because-
always down to fight all the time. Perma.
Right.
Yeah, perma.
Or what else?
I'm
What else?
so
Oh,
sad,
no.
man.
Our football team. Our
Yeah.
football team sucked so bad, but the band kids would always try to pick a fight with them and rub it in their face and be like, "Oh," because our band was actually all right and decent. We won state and nationals. Yeah, no biggie. But they would always try to rub it in their faces. All right, now I gotta tell.
I don't even want to talk, man. The whole podcast is ruined.
No, we just gotta get to the point that we were last podcast. Okay, so I gotta tell the Seth story, and then we
Oh
gotta
shit! I
tell.
gotta listen to that dumbass story again.
Dude, that was the funniest story. I don't know why you didn't laugh the first
Tell the
time.
story. Tell the story.
Okay.
Just tell the story.
Okay, so I was sitting in class today, and there was this kid who really liked to talk, and I kind of tuned into his conversation a little late, but he was just kind of going around the room, and we were waiting for the professor to start class. So he looked at the professor and pointed at him and said, You'd be a Joey. You'd be a Joey. You're a Joey." And then he looked at the girl sitting next to him and was like, "Hey, you give me Phoebe vibes." No, Monica. And then he looked at me and then he squinted his eyes and he's like, You're a Ross. You're definitely Ross." And then he looked at the person sitting next to me and goes, "Monica." Looks at another person, points to him, goes, "Monica." Looks to another girl and says, "Rachel." I thought he was just giving us random names. And so I look at him and I go, "You're a Seth." And everyone kind of gets quiet with it because everyone's laughing at him. And everyone kind of gets quiet and then looks at me like I'm stupid.
Yeah, they probably thought this dude was so stupid right here, you know.
And I look at him. I'm like, "Oh, okay, maybe you're Ryan. Maybe not a Seth. Maybe you're Ryan." And then the girl sitting next to him kind of just like ignored him and was like, "Every time I've taken the test, it says I'm a Monica."
Is that when you knew right there?
And that's when I started putting it together. And I was like, "Holy cow! They're talking about Friends characters. They're not talking about random names." I thought he was giving like the name Monica 5 million times, only because Monica I thought was such an ugly name that he was joking around with these people and like, "Oh, you're Monica." That'd be like me looking at you and calling you a Bob. Like, "You're such a Bob, Addison."
I'm mad at me if someone called me a Bob.
So I was kind of embarrassed with the Seth story. Man, I feel like I told that so much better the first time around.
No, I think the second time you went crazier.
Really?
I think so. I think,
All right,
or maybe it was faster, so that's maybe why I enjoyed it.
I didn't drag it out as long.
I'm playing. Yeah, nah, exactly.
All right. And then we had to talk about, we talked about The Office being a white show. We talked about Friends being really white. None of us seen Friends.
So that's fine that that's probably not in it, because that was probably like 10 minutes worth of like me not knowing what the hell you were talking about to then like, I don't know what we transitioned into after.
Okay, that's
Band
true.
Kids was after that.
No, I told another story.
What story was that?
How we had,
Oh, that friggin' story, yeah.
it was like
I think it was a
first experience or something like that called. I don't know.
yeah, homecoming or something.
It was not called Homecoming.
I don't know, there's something like that.
We had, there was another point too, when you forgot the word surprised. You're like, "What's the word?"
No,
Like,
because I think there was a better word to use than surprised.
I think surprise was the word you were looking for. Now you're
I don't
just
even remember
embarrassed
the
that you couldn't
context.
remember it.
What's the context of it?
You said you would not be. You're like, if you were that kid that did the T pose and Big Chungus, you wouldn't be.
Oh yeah,
And then
if
I
you
go
were that
surprised.
kid, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I would not be surprised.
Right. That was the context.
Because I think all band kids kind of share the same image.
Yeah.
In my honest opinion.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
They were all crackheads. Oh no, and then I told them that I put art kids almost in the same category as band kids. Although
Oh,
art
we were
kids,
talking about. No. Hang on.
okay.
There's an easy transition to this, and I need to tell the story first, and then we can transition to like
Good.
why we're
Yeah,
talking
just
about art kids and
tell your
CS
dumb
kids.
story. Big your story.
I hate you. So we're doing like fresh fusion, fresh experience, whatever it's called, and we all have to wear the same yellow free NKU bookstore shirt. And we all have to take this 10-minute walk. We're in groups, and we all have to take this 10-minute walk to our basketball stadium.
Okay, it was longer than 10 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes.
Also, to be fair,
Just stop.
I never got a yellow shirt. Oh, I did, but they didn't have one in my size, so they gave me an XL, and I was like, there ain't no way I'm finna wear this, so I just didn't get one.
So then we all go to the basketball stadium, and we're all sitting down on the floor in chairs. And I don't really like the people in my group, so I'm kind of just like twiddling my thumbs, and I'm starting to look around, and I look up, and there is this big sweaty kid wearing a gray t-shirt, just dripping through it, dripping sweat. And I'm like, what in the world is this? This is so disgusting. I looked up, and it was Addison,
Yep.
and I felt so guilty that I had thought that.
I remember, God, you didn't tell me the story until like
Yeah,
long time
I
into the
refuse to tell you
friendship.
the story because I didn't. Because that was like our second day meeting each other. I was
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, I saw you and you were so sweaty and disgusting and made me want to throw up."
Damn.
I'm joking.
Nah, real.
Real sash. And then that's when we started talking about the CS kids and the
Oh,
'cause we were talking about- we were like-
because hygiene. Because we were
Yeah.
talking about,
because you said at least you shower and put on deodorant.
yeah.
And I said there's definitely a group of CS kids that don't shower and put on deodorant.
Yeah, because they sadly have that, like,
Right.
that was it public image. What's it like? Stereotype.
Yeah, stereotype.
And they just like not hygienic. They don't like they wear the same clothes over and over. They like don't shower, brush their teeth. Armpit. Or what's it called?
They do this. Yeah, they fart.
Yeah.
But and then I was saying how, and I was like, well, it's not just CS kids that smell bad. Because I have a bunch of art kids who I can definitely tell make their own deodorant.
Wait, you said that?
Well, I didn't say that. I was trying to say that, and you cut me off, and then we
Oh.
went on to another topic. But that's what I was getting at, is why I say art kids smell bad too, is because they're like the kind of like hipster, I guess, indie people who like to just wear homemade deodorant or use.
So we've talked about this before though, but have you had like a good deodorant before? Because I see you with like
Okay,
Dove or
no.
something.
It's good, but it's not good for my body. But it stops me from smelling bad.
Yeah.
The only issue is
It clumps up your pores though,
it
no?
clumps up my pores so bad, and I'm gonna die of like heat exhaustion one day. I'm joking. You can't really do that with deodorant.
I think you can though,
you
no?
can't.
Or like you can like
can't, you can't.
no, but like if you clog up your
Prove
shit,
it,
like
prove it.
no, I
prove
think
it.
it's a, I think I saw it
Prove it.
somewhere. Okay,
Yeah,
anyways,
source?
but like source, trust me, bro. Anyways,
Right.
like I think cause I go a little crazy on my deodorant. Right? Like I spend the
Right.
extra penny, and I get some good quality shit, and like
Right.
dude, my body feels awesome. Like, it lasts a long time. Although it does stain my shirt, which is kind of sad. But now I wear undershirts, so I don't even care anymore.
Right.
I think it's 100% worth it if you spend the extra like money.
But I have a
and get a
lot of
good stick of
darker shirts
deodorant.
I don't want to stain. Like if and it's also you pay $13 per stick.
It's like 11.
Okay, I pay 10. Okay, and I get a pack of 2 because I used to use.
So you get 10 for 2.
Yeah. I used to 2 for 10.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, sorry.
I used to use like the generic Walmart brand, and that was. I think I had to quit. Okay,
You know
I don't
the
think
gel kind? Can you use gel or no?
I can't use gel.
Yeah, my body hates
yeah,
gel so much.
I break out. It like
Nah,
physically
I break
hurts
out
so
too.
quick.
Yeah, it's horrible.
But the Walmart brand definitely did not work. Okay, I definitely have. Okay, I have an issue. I had an issue. I solved it. But I found a lump underneath my armpit,
Oh yeah.
and I had thought I thought it was breast cancer or something. I thought I was
Armpit
dying.
cancer.
And so I shaved my armpits to check it out, and then it turned out it was just like a clogged pore or something. And I
It was like a
fixed
zit,
it.
right?
Yeah,
Something.
yeah. And I ended up fixing it, but now my armpits are shaved.
That's weird, man. I don't want to like. Does it feel weird? It feels weird,
It felt
right?
weird the first day. It felt weird the first day because I shaved them too short, sort of, and like it was like I guess like razor burn. Not razor burn because I used an electric razor, but it like whenever I put my armpits down, like the stubble. Okay,
Oh.
like I remember like whenever my
So
dad
it was like itchy, kind of.
sort of it bothered me. Like I remember whenever my dad would shave, it'd be like super like small,
Mm-hmm.
and like if he gave us a hug, it like tickled and hurt like our necks or
Yeah, I
something.
remember that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm like. That's what it felt like, but for my underarms. But now I think it's kind of like that. Where I guess it's also because like you're cutting the hair follicles, and so it's not as
Follicles.
smooth. It's like
Just
for real,
keep
dude,
telling your
for real,
story.
dude.
I know what follicles is.
No.
Yeah.
And anyways, it was cut off too abruptly. I think now it's starting to grow more, and it feels all right. But
Do you believe the whole
I
like?
think
Do you believe if you shave it, it'll go back more or something like that?
that's actually a myth. Okay.
Is it a myth? Because I was always
I
told that
heard
when I was
that's a
younger,
myth.
but it didn't make sense.
It doesn't grow back thicker. It's just the way it, like because you shaved, it makes it look thicker. I don't know, man. But I know that's just a myth.
Source?
I made it up, bro. I made it up. Just trust me.
Okay. Trust me, bro.
But I think deodorant. Okay, I honestly prefer the shorter hair. I like the look of longer hair, but I think deodorant works so much more well with shorter hair underneath the armpits.
I mean, I
get
can
the
see
appeal.
it. Yeah.
And like, so now I'm like, okay, do I grow back my armpit? Okay, this took a weird conversation.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
kind of didn't take the first route. This is like you know the choose your own adventure books.
Yeah. We have to code one in
Really, I bet that's gonna be so fun.
Python. That's my end of the semester project, I think.
Is it a book or is it like a?
So like a web page kind of. You know
Okay.
the Oregon Trail, that game?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that.
All right, let me play it.
I'll think about it.
But it's like we died the first half because we forgot to record. Now that we actually started recording, you know, we took some of the same path. We had some of the same conversations, but now
We
like,
missed the details though,
yeah,
and a lot. Like I liked that band kid when I was just shitting on the band kids. That was fun.
that was so fun.
And then, well, it's probably a good thing that none of it got picked up.
Why? I
I went crazy.
But,
All your
like-
homies are band kids, no?
Not anymore. Like, okay,
But they're ex band kids, don't know.
but like I think if they can't look at themselves and laugh, then that's their issue. And they can't tell me that they weren't like that because I was there with them and I saw them act like that. Like you guys were just like me. Okay, I do have a friend who was not a band kid and did not act like that. I give him props. It's Jared. He never joined band. He didn't do band.
Oh, he wasn't even a band kid then.
No, but I don't even know how he really became like so. I know how he became so close with us, but like it's just crazy because like band kids also like to keep out other kids that weren't like.
It was
other
segregated is not the right word to use here, but like
Definitely not.
exclusive,
Right? Yeah. Because, like,
gatekeepy.
yeah, we were like, you can't unless you join band, you can't be our friend.
Yeah, because they were always hanging out outside of school, like doing events. They were always doing something together.
Right.
They were actually like it was like a actual like
Cult.
gang.
Okay.
I think gang is probably the better word to use.
I think cult would be the better word to use if you were actually in band and you saw how it operated.
Probably.
But
I don't know if your guys' band was the same thing though, but I remember in high school before I dropped out, right?
Mhm.
My band kid had an obsession with who's that short like Denny DeVito or something DeVito?
oh yeah, Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
Dude, they went crazy. They had like a printout of him.
Right.
There was 2 or 3 printouts of that homie just chilling in like a corner in the band room.
Really?
Yeah.
Our obsession was with Mike Wazowski. What is the reception with like small people?
I don't know, man.
Like,
I think you're right though.
But they always okay. If you like, it was just graffitied around school. Not in like spray paint, but like there was spray paint in our parking lot of Mike Wazowski all the time.
What the freak?
But like you could just go into the bathrooms and just penciled on the wall would be like a Mike Wazowski or literally anywhere. And I know the two kids really who started it. One of them wasn't even a band kid, but he was also really close with band kids. And then one of them was a band kid, and they just go around and Mike Wazowski. And it was just so stupid.
So I could just see some white ass kid going up to like with their an eraser. Oh no, sorry,
pencil.
No, what's that? A sharpie. Is that the word?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
and then they go up and they just like Mike's those Wazowski. And it's like, damn man, you know.
No,
like,
it was definitely cringy. It was definitely cringy.
So like cause I know Paris had a small high school, right? And I went to a pretty decent high school.
Well, okay, Paris was actually the city of Paris. Bourbon County is big enough to have 2 high schools.
But you guys just had one?
No, we had 2.
Oh, sorry. I thought because you said you guys were big enough to had like
2.
I have 2.
We definitely had. And okay, a little southern school. I will say that the schools are basically segregated.
From like skin
obviously,
color?
yeah.
Really?
Obviously, like you can go to wherever.
Sure.
But like just looking at the who goes to where, you can definitely see like you can definitely tell we were from the South.
You damn Kentuckians.
Yeah, like for real.
So the only reason I asked though, right, is did you guys have like metal detectors and like did you guys ever scan your bags going into school?
No.
No?
No.
In high school? Because I remember we got introduced to metal detectors and like scanning bags in middle school.
Really?
That's when they got introduced. Yeah.
No, we have like really. Well, we just don't have that stuff. It's too small to have that stuff.
That's why I was asking. Yeah.
But also, I don't know. I just feel like it just probably wouldn't be a thing at our school. I feel like people would complain about it. Like,
oh no, we complain about it at our school all the time.
Well, it's just our school. I'm saying like our school board. Like our school board would never allow that. Like no matter what the obvious choice would be, the school board would just go the opposite route. And so like, I think we were in college when this was going on. Like COVID, going back to school with COVID. And whenever Bourbon County would be in a red zone, they'd still be like, well, it doesn't matter if we're in a red zone. They can wear masks if they want. And I'm like, literally, this is why we go into a red zone is because you guys refuse to wear masks. And I don't know, it was just stupid. But now Logan was telling me, my brother was telling me that, because he's still in high school, he's a junior. He was saying that.
I thought he was a senior.
No. He's a junior. That whenever they have a fire alarm, they aren't allowed to leave the classes. They have to sit in class for that like a few minutes because the administration has to go turn off the fire alarms. I think this is what he was saying.
For like a test, right?
And no, if it turns back on, then that means they leave. Then that's when they didn't leave the school because that means there's a
there's no way
fire.
that's safe.
Well, okay, it may not be turning it off. They might just be checking it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they can't do that because that's what people do. I don't really want to like.
That's what people do.
Bad people do. Like they pull the fire alarms,
and
then when people start leaving the classes and everyone's in the hallways, you see that's where it can lead, and so they're not allowed to leave the classrooms for a few minutes until they get the.
I've always wanted to pull a fire alarm, but I knew you get like the trouble was just not worth it.
Right. No.
Like I remember it was in elementary school. I was always just so tempted. I was like, damn, what if I just like right now? What if I just
the impulsive thoughts are really.
I remember hearing one time though that like, oh shit, if you pull it, it's a felony or something.
Really?
That's what I heard. Yeah, so it was a felony. So I was like, I'm not really about it. I'm not about to find out.
Right.
And none of my homies they did it either. So like, I can't say like I know anyone that's pulled the fire alarm, but like I feel like to actually pull it, you got to be crazy.
Really.
Like you got to be on one. You got to be doing. You're not all there in the head.
If you wanted a workaround, I think this is really what kids were doing at our school. Hang on, I got a burp. They would just be standing outside like classes where the fire alarm would be on the wall, and they would purposely back up with their backpacks and try to set off the fire alarm. And that happened.
I've not seen that
more
day
than
in my
once.
life.
You got to go Bourbon County, bro.
I'm good, man.
They
I'm
would.
good.
I don't know. We also had a light in our cafeteria. I don't even know why I'm telling this story.
A light?
A light in our cafeteria, like a light switch.
Oh, yeah.
A light switch. And it always got turned off because the line would wrap around and they'd be against the wall, and their backs would just happen to turn off the light switch. I'm not gonna lie, that was me one time. It was an accident, and I felt so embarrassed because everyone always like looks and stuff. And so everyone started looking at me. I was like, oh, I gotta flip that back on. But it was just embarrassing. But like, I don't know. Just people, high schoolers are weird, man. Okay,
Yeah.
but we've definitely spent way too much time on high school, and we definitely need to start.
One more thing before we leave high school,
all right, yeah.
How do you think high schoolers are now versus when we were high schoolers? I mean, we're only like 2 years past, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's changed too much.
Really? I think it's changed.
The trends
so
have changed,
much.
but I don't think necessarily like. I don't know. I feel like if your grandma would be able to be like, yeah, back when I was in school, I feel like we're not there yet because like.
I think we can say that about a lot of things, though. No.
Maybe we
like look at like middle schoolers these days, and then the way they're doing way they're talking, acting, it's like
I genuinely
when
think,
we was in middle school, it was nothing like that.
I genuinely think you're not like you just
nah,
didn't
dude.
hear it.
Nah.
No, I'm like stuff that was going down in middle school when I was there is the same stuff that people are complaining about today, and people like our age, I hear complain. They're like, well, when I was in middle school, we never did these sort of things or talked about these sort of things. And I'm like, yes. At
I
least
think
in my middle
nowadays,
school, like, okay, you say your thing.
Nowadays, people are more like, it used to just be beef between like the students and everyone, that was it. But nowadays, people just hate the teachers,
Yeah.
Like teachers get so much shit now.
But like I said, that started though. I mean, that's happened since I was in elementary.
I mean, it's been like I've seen it before, but it was never this bad before,
Really?
It'd be like a whole ass class versus the teacher.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that. But like that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, okay, maybe Bourbon County was literally just the trendsetters, but like all the stuff that people complain about, I experienced in middle school, and I mean, my middle school was like more than 7-8 years ago at this point, which is crazy.
Yeah, this is a long time ago.
A few more years and it'll be a decade. But they were doing it 8 years ago. Like kids were like okay, they were using drugs. They were having sex.
Did, yeah.
They were doing all sorts of things, and they were like 7th and 8th graders. And the craziest thing is, like, I now have family that is that age, and I couldn't imagine them doing and talking about the things I saw kids do and talk about when I was in middle school. And I definitely, I don't want to say I was introduced to it like too young, but there was a lot of things that were going down in middle school 8 years ago that people don't actually realize was an issue. I think now, okay, the only issue with it now is that I think kids are just being more public about it on social media. Man, this is such a weird podcast. I think so.
I don't think so.
Like I think that's the issue, is that before, if some 7th or 8th grader was like doing anything bad, it was just between them and God. Now they're posting it on.
Nah, the whole school would hear about it in one way, shape, or form. Back then,
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like now everyone can hear about it, not just the school, but I'm saying everyone. To the point where that's why everyone's starting to think it's an issue. You see what I'm saying?
I do. I follow him a little bit.
Because I'm just saying, I've definitely heard people that are like, this wasn't a problem until like TikTok or until Instagram. Instagram wasn't even too big. Like it was.
And back then it was Facebook.
Big.
Everyone used Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, everyone used Facebook back then.
I know a lot
Facebook
of people
and
use Facebook, but like I felt like that was a thing like all the parents were on. So like
that shit was a huge flex in elementary school and middle school. But when you got to high school, that's when like Instagram started popping and like maybe it was popping before that, but like we as kids just didn't realize it.
Right.
So that's when we started hopping on Instagram, Snapchat. Mm-hmm. But not back then. Facebook was a flex, dude. No. You had to hide it from your parents. I remember I went to the homie's house the first time. It was third or fourth grade. I played RuneScape with this fool all the time, right?
Right.
But I remember I had a ditch like out of hide from that. Like, cause I was trying to like, I don't know what I was doing. I was with my mom's or something. But then I was like, oh, I'm gonna head to the homie's house quick. So I went to his house, and then I remember hopping on his computer, and then I made a Facebook account with a fake name and everything.
Really?
But I would add the other homies, and then it was so cool to message each other, and like we were just like it was just fun. Facebook was so cool back then, dude.
We never got on Facebook. It was always Instagram. I remember
Even from the jump, from Instagram, like from elementary school and up.
No, like elementary school, I had a Facebook.
Yeah.
But that was because I was able to talk to family on there. Like I remember my dad actually sitting down and helping me create my Facebook account. But I mean, like I was like third, fourth grade. But I remember what really started like was like Instagram. I remember him telling me I could not get Instagram, and I remember getting it. I thought it was. I was.
Did you have is that when you had your own phone?
Yeah.
When did you get your own phone?
I think it was like the summer of 5th to 6th grade year.
And was it like a smartphone?
Yeah. That was because I got it for like my birthday or something, and they needed like, they're like, all right, you're going to be riding the bus a lot more.
Yeah.
And they're like, we need you to be able to call us.
You said the summer from 6th to 7th or 5th to 6th?
5th to 6th.
I think that's probably when I got my first phone too. Right. Yeah, I think so. I remember I had the shittiest ass like Motorola like Android phone, and it was so bad, man.
Right.
No, I think it was a Motorola because like the battery would fall out of it too.
Oh.
No, I think it was a Samsung. It was a Samsung, I think.
Right.
But like, dude, I missed that.
I wish everyone still used those phones, bro. Not the good old days.
You just drop the phone and the battery goes like a mile.
Right. We sound like old people now.
Yeah, and we're like
boomers. We're just
18, 19.
I know. We're like, well, first of all, 19, gonna be 20. We're knocking on 20's door, okay?
Wait, are you 19 right now?
Yes.
My bad.
Okay? You wish me happy birthday? What was my birthday gift?
I don't know. When was your birthday?
May.
When school got over?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't know. Me. That's pretty good.
You got yourself from me.
Yeah, my time is money. I'm valuable.
Interesting.
True story.
Okay, so
can we
move on from high school now?
So this whole podcast, right? I don't know if we talked about it when we first started.
It's supposed
to be about dorm stories.
Dorm horror stories, yeah. Or not even dorms. Not even dorm horror stories, just living with each other and just experiencing some of these crazy things that like, because I had never really lived with. Yeah, I mean, the only place I've really ever lived, for me at least, was my own home.
Mm-hmm.
So actually going and living with like 20 other guys on a floor was quite the jump.
That's fair.
Okay. You want to scoot your desk back just a tad? Okay, good. Decent enough. So, I think the first story we had was how the first few nights went pretty smooth, but then you started snoring. And for the longest time, like I could
But it wasn't a regular snore, right?
Right. Well, okay. It started to be a regular snore, and then sort of turned into you moaning, groaning, and doing everything else. And we made a joke about it the first time.
My sleep.
The what?
I was getting active in my sleep,
I think
man.
so. You would literally like,
shit, man.
And I mean, you did snore like you were like, but I think we made a joke about the first time how you sounded like the TikTok audio.
Yeah, true.
Before we started this, we should have just downloaded the story, the soundboard, and so we could just play it. Literally, Addison when he's sleeping.
Literally, Lucas when he's sleeping.
No.
Yeah.
But it was just hang on. Make that joke again.
I'm not making it. I'm not allowing you to. You know where I got it from?
Lucas when he's sleeping.
What noise was that?
Crickets.
Oh.
They can't hear us, can they?
I have no clue. I really can't tell you. But you know where I got it from though?
The soundboard?
No, like my sleeping, you know?
Oh.
I got it from my mom's. But like my sisters don't do it.
They don't snore?
They don't do it like me though. But I remember I would play like games in my room or some shit, and then I hear my mom's in the living room sleeping.
Really?
You can hear that bitch outside, man. Like you can hear her from everywhere. She's loud. I was like, that ain't no way that's me, right?
I think that's you.
Tinsley probably got stories about me like
snoring,
making weird noises and snoring, you know. I've not asked Tinsley, but I remember like he would like joking like, hey man, you should hear yourself in your sleep type of thing.
He said that?
Yeah, but I mean I know I'm that way though.
Did you know about that before you moved in with me?
The things I did?
Yeah, they're just like snoring in general.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You should have warned me. I feel like that.
What?
You could put that down as like your roommate notes. Is like snores a lot. Because I remember it was so awkward when we first started. Because I emailed you. I found out that Addison Pryor was my roommate. I thought I got some baddie. I was like, holy cow. Because I talked to a person and they're like, no, yeah, you definitely said you did a co-ed room and they put you with some woman. And I was like, Addison Pryor is such a baddie name.
That's so
Lord.
crazy.
And I'm like, obviously I'm going to get out of the room because there's no way I was going to share a room.
You was finna dip?
Yes.
You ain't never told me this part before.
Yes. If you were some like, I don't even care if you were some ugly. Like I would definitely.
I mean, I'm saying that as if I wouldn't do the same thing, but
exactly.
nah, I'm for sure dipping. I'm out.
If you came here, and I had like boobas, what would you do?
Leave?
Exactly. Like, I just don't want to. I don't know. It's just awkward.
Nah, it for sure is awkward.
I mean, like we change in front of each other. Like we've seen everything except for our wieners. So like, there's no way I'd be able to do that in front of someone who also doesn't share a wiener or something like that, or like someone that's not identifying the same as me.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So,
Frick,
anyway,
where was I going? I also wanted to talk about. We also had someone on the floor who like had it was two people on the floor. It was 203, 204.
It was something like that.
But then like his roommate, I was talking with him because he was the homie, right?
Right.
I talked with him, and like they were both my homies actually. They were chill. But one of them had mad snoring problems, right?
Right.
Like you could hear him on that up, like down the hall.
If we opened our door, I'm sure we'd be able to hear him.
For sure, I think without a doubt. But then I remember the one time he had to go sleep out on the couch. The dude who wasn't snoring,
right?
Because he just needed sleep, man. Like I remember, because this would keep him up by days. You know, poor guy.
They had to switch their sleeping schedule, did they not? To like one slept at night and one slept during the day, only because like. I think he got like, he didn't get in trouble, did he? I think he did get in trouble.
Who?
The guy sleeping in the hallway.
No, I don't think so. I just don't. I know it wasn't comfortable because like the smallest couches we had.
Right. Yeah.
There ain't
like
no way you could sleep on them. Yeah.
Floor, yeah. But no, I see what you're saying. I'm so glad, dude. You don't. I literally like. I'm literally. If that literally said stop or start recording, it's done. It's over. We're not gonna reshoot this another night. I mean, you better just don't even look at it.
It don't say start recording.
Then, like I said, the D302 podcast, no
Jump
more.
to episode 3.
Yeah, the
episode 2 got corrupted. File corrupted somewhere.
Just because, like, oh my lord, I'm not repeating anything I said.
Yeah.
But okay, so with you snoring, I did want to tell this story. How like the first few nights I was fine, but then one night. It was just so bad, I could not fall asleep. And I didn't want to be rude and just go wake you up and be like, hey, stop snoring. So what I did was, he snored. He was like, and I go, oh, what'd you say? And he wakes up and he's like, huh, what? I didn't say anything. What's going on? And I was like, oh, sorry. You must have been talking in your sleep or something. Only so I could wake you up so I could fall asleep. And then once I fell asleep, you could start snoring again. But I hate it. I was like, I cannot sleep. He needs to shut up. And I felt so bad. I felt so guilty. But I was just like, it had to be done.
No, I mean, I would do the same thing, you know?
Right. I felt that was the most respectful way to do it without actually being like, I don't know, slapping you in the face and telling you to shut up. But
I mean, I'd like to think I'm a pretty like chill person. So if you had just woken me up, not by slapping me though, but if you're like, hey dog, like, like shut up for a second, you know?
Oh,
I mean, I get it, bro. I get it. Because I know I have a problem.
That would have been too, like, if you wake me up in the middle of the night and you're like, shut up, bro. I'm going to slap you.
For real?
For real? Like, yes.
What if you're yelling in your sleep?
Dude, okay.
I'll get to that part in a second.
All right, okay. It just reminded me of a few, like, when I'm tired, I'm so irritable and cranky to, like, an unbelievable degree. And the other night, I had a pegboard up on this wall. No shot. I told this story on the first episode.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay.
You're good.
I think I told it on like one of the epilogue streams. But anyways, the pegboard fell. And when it did, I had a little pencil holder inside the pegboard. And it's a pink pencil holder and it flew across the floor. Anyways, I wake up screaming. I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god. And anyways, that first of all, the pegboard didn't even wake Addison up.
It was you screaming that woke me up.
Right.
Because I remember, I think I like maybe self-consciously heard the noise or something. I was like, all right, whatever. And then I remember you said, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. 3 times. Okay, no. That same night, we were informed that the building was haunted.
Right. Actually, funnily enough, it was not until that next morning.
No, it was that night.
No.
You were talking about it.
We found out it was a nursing home, and I was like, we started joking around with each other saying, what if it's haunted? And you kept saying like,
hairy ass legs.
You kept saying how like you were scared. No, I kept saying how I was scared.
You were scared at first.
And you were like, what's the old people gonna do? They're gonna come in here and kill you or something like that?
I didn't know why I said that.
Yes, you said something like that. And
I probably said it
I like, whatever. I could not, it took me forever to like go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but like when you're scared and you close your eyes to go to sleep, you just picture the most horrific, grotesque face ever. It's like demon haunting my dream. And that is exactly what happened. I closed my eyes and I just kept picturing like Satan himself about to like scoop out my eyeballs with a melon baller. And I finally got to sleep. And also, no shot, I said this on a previous podcast, but you had your ringer on for the first few days.
Oh, no, you did say this before.
And I did.
You
had this haunting ring like tone or this chime. And I kept yelling
supposedly.
I kept yelling you about it.
Yep.
And then one night, that morning, I was like, bro, please turn it off. And you're like, Lucas, my ringer's turned off last night. And I was like, oh, so I've been blaming you this entire time, and it hadn't been years. So, but anyways, that noise had woke me up that night. I was already pretty spooked out. I was trying to say freaked out and spooked. Freaked out. And anyways,
you know what it is though? It's probably that pipe that's right up near the window.
I don't think it's the pipe. I hear the pipe. I hear the pipe. You can hear the pipe. The sound I'm hearing is a distinct, like a no
guitar sound, right?
I don't know. It's like a chime. I don't even know how to.
Because I hear like a guitar kind of thing out of the window
or something like that. It's not a guitar. I can tell you, it's not a guitar.
Okay.
Maybe it is like someone's like running their fingers along the string of like an electric guitar. It's just so weird. And anyways, that woke me up. I was already scared. I was like, oh, whatever. I'm just gonna go back to sleep. I'm almost asleep, and then out of nowhere, boom! And so I wake up, and anyways, Addison, like he said, woke up because I screamed. He gets on his phone. He shines his flashlight, and he's like,
Did I shine my flashlight right away?
No. You said.
I was still trying to comprehend what exactly was happening because I just woke up. I ain't got a single clue what's happening. I just know you screaming over there.
You said, yeah, but as you'll find out, this is not the first time I've woke up screaming. Yeah, and it wasn't the last time I'd woken up screaming either. But anyways, I was like, you were like, did you scream? And I'm like, yes. Did you not hear that noise? And you're like, huh? So that's when you turn on your flashlight because you said that scared you. Is when I said, did you not hear that noise? So we start looking around, and I get out of bed.
I remember, my ass was staying in bed the whole time.
Right.
Because if I was finna die, I was finna put my head. Because when you're like when you're scared as a kid, you're like, oh shit, my ass is finna sit under the blankets because the demon ain't gonna get me there. That was my thought process.
I see what you're saying.
You're dead for sure. I'm gonna stay under my blanket.
I saw it as my pegboard, and Andy, I was like, oh, it's just my pegboard. But then like I said, I had that pink pencil holder in the middle of the floor. And that's what you shined your flashlight on. You're like, did the can of hairspray explode?
I thought the hairspray exploded, yeah.
And we had this it was dry shampoo, actually. And it has a pink lid. And even though it's totally different sizes, you thought the pink lid was and you go, and I was like, no.
Dog, I was awake for like 30 seconds max. I was still sleeping.
It infuriated me so bad.
Yeah, I don't know why you got so mad.
Because like I said, when I'm tired, I cranky. That's why I started telling the stories, because I was trying to show how cranky I get when I'm tired. Yeah. And that's what it was. That I was already like, I was mad that I had to be woken up because of some creepy thing that I thought was you. At this point,
really?
I still believed it was your ringtone that was making that creepy noise. And then my pegboard had just fallen. I was like, I'm gonna have to reset that up in the morning. And then I tell him, it's the pegboard that fell. And you go, did the hairspray explode? And I was getting ready to it took everything in my willpower not just to go punch you in your face.
That's I don't even remember you being mad, dude.
I had to hide it because even though I'm irritable, I'm able to like consciously still like think like, you know, I know I'm mad because I'm tired. And I can't be a jerk to you. I can't be like going over there and punching you like, I said it was the pegboard.
Lucas Be Nice challenge impossible these days. But I remember I put my camera, like, I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened after that, but I remember like turning my light off and my ass just went back to bed, man. I was not about it.
It took me a few minutes to go back to bed.
Did it?
Yeah. But then last night it was storming so bad and I was having this peaceful dream where it was me, you, and I forget who else. There was someone else.
Okay.
And we were all like, there's this big giant hill, and there's like this dirt path we could take up. And then we were just rolling down this hill. I don't even know why. Because like everyone that was there was like 20-year-old guys.
Yeah.
And we're just rolling down this hill. And it's just such a peaceful dream. There's a nice blue sky, no clouds. And all of a sudden, there's this big, giant, loud, like, roar, like a roar.
That ain't what it sounded like.
It was like, it sounded like someone destroyed our window. So anyways, and this is all happening in the split second. And I'm like, I start freaking out in my dream. I'm like, do you guys hear that? And no one else is reacting to it. And I'm like, I thought like I'm going crazy.
Yeah, because lucid dreaming. Like you were aware that you were dreaming.
Right. And that's when I was like, oh, wait. You guys can't hear it because I'm dreaming. I'm not crazy. And so I wake myself up. And this is I'm in the most crazy position. I'm laying on my back. I've got my arms in the T-Rex position, like on my chest. My legs, I'm making like a triangle with my legs. Like they're propped up, I guess. And so like my knees are pointed to the ceiling. And with my feet flat on the bed, my butt's flat on the bed because I'm like laying down. So it's making a giant arch. And my tongue, I'm like a dog. My tongue's like halfway out my mouth already. I'm like, and that's when I scream. I go,
like a sped kid, man.
Right. And I realized it was thunder. And you check your phone. And I was like, I didn't wake you up, did I? And you're like, no, the thunder did. And it was 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, it was 4.
It was like only 4. And I was so afraid. I was afraid I wasn't going to go back to sleep. Even though it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I still had 5 hours till I had to be up. And I was so afraid I was not going to get those 5 hours.
Was that last night?
That was last night.
That's crazy.
It's crazy how much sleep we get. Because we had already, like, we went to bed around like 12-ish. So like we had already been asleep for like, that was half the night. Even though 4 o'clock seems like you're going to wake up in a few hours.
I remember I was getting ready to look at my phone and it would have been like, let's say like 6 or some shit. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta wake up in an hour, and then that makes me mad. And
you don't even wake up at 7 though.
I know, but like that's like I knew it. Like let's say it was a number that I had to wake up at or something, you know. And then like, because that's the worst, you know, when you check because you like let's say you wake up at some point, you wake up and you check your phone, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta be up in 1 hour. That kills everything. That hurts. But then when you check your phone, you wake up and like, oh, you know, I still got like 5 hours. Oh, it's that best feeling ever.
Yeah, that's how it was last night. I'm like, oh yeah, and that was the only way I was able to go back to sleep is because I was like, I still got 5 hours, and I went back to sleep, and that was such a calming feeling. But okay, so would you like to tell some of the stories you have? Because you've told me some of these stories, so if you forget any, I'm going to have to.
I for sure forgot myself. A few instances, but I know you get scared easily, right?
In my dreams, yes. In real life, yes. Okay, guys.
Okay, yeah, not just your dreams.
I couldn't even sleep the other night. Not because I found out the building was haunted, because I heard it was a nursing home. I heard the building was a nursing home and got too scared to sleep. So yes, I do get scared easily.
Anyways,
sorry.
I remember. I think the day of you were watching like Phasmophobias, or you were playing it. You were doing something with Phasmophobia.
I was watching Phasmophobia videos, screaming at them.
And then the night came. You know, where I was doing my thing. I was sleeping. You were doing your thing. You were sleeping. And then you would just wake up and you would just scream. It might have been a Phasmophobia story or it was a snake story.
It was a snake. I was dreaming. I was like going through like like a sidewalk,
Mhm.
and there's a bunch of snakes on there, like starting to bite my ankles, and that's when I woke up screaming.
Yeah, that was one instance of it.
Alright.
And then there was another instances. I don't know what the context was or some shit. But you would wake up screaming, like you woke up in a panic, but you weren't consciously awake.
Oh,
So your body woke up and you were screaming. And I remember you spoke like you were speaking demon to me. You feel me? Like I was not able to understand. You were speaking like pig Latin or like you were speaking
Right,
some. I was
right.
like, holy shit, I'm dead. I'm dead for sure. And then I remember like you like, cause I remember, you like sat up like it was something straight up out of a horror movie. I can't even front. You were like your body was laying flat. You like arose like you arose in your sleep or some shit.
Right.
Like chest up, and then like your head, like you were just straight, like a 90-degree angle, dead ass almost. And you started speaking pig Latin, screaming. I was like, holy shit. And then I remember you just laid back down as if nothing happened. And I remember I asked twice if you were okay, like, hey dog, you good? And I was like, hey, you know, I was like, hey. I remember just saying hey or something. And then you just dead ass never responded.
How do you go back to sleep after that?
It took a while. I'm not gonna lie.
How do you sleep in the same room as me after that?
Because you only did it once though before. Other times you would scream and wake up and you were awake.
right.
But this time you were not awake when you screamed. That shit scared me.
That would have been horrifying.
That
would've
was
been,
horrifying, yeah.
because like it's just the calm, like the sit up and just staring at you and just
No, you jolted up.
well, just jolting up.
Yeah.
And start screaming and just start speaking another language. That's yeah. I'm sorry. I'm throwing hands.
Yeah, I should have
If
came
you
over
did
there and
that
just
to me,
clapped your ass quick.
I would have. You would have been capped.
I was
I'm not
too
even
scared,
joking.
man. I was too scared to go. I was not gonna get up and start like going at it with the demon, you know?
I think if I'm half asleep, I think you could take me.
I could take you fully awake.
No, you can't.
Yeah, okay. Hey, one day, bro, one day. But you know what's crazy though?
What?
Is that you don't believe in any of this
Right,
stuff.
I don't believe in
Whereas
ghosts.
I believe in all that shit, you know, because I
Right.
think it's the reasonable thing to do. Right.
Right?
But for someone who doesn't believe in it, you have a lot of like run-ins and just like weird coincidences that you can't really explain, you know? But you don't believe in it though, you know?
I know what you're saying. And I just know if my Nana's listening to this, she's just gonna be shaking her head.
Does she
'cause
believe in it?
she like
That shit's real, dog. I'm
but
telling you.
she just thinks like she blames me, or not blames me, I guess. But she's like, if I keep getting into like kind of the occult and stuff, then like it's going to lead me down.
It's because it's bad juju.
Right, yeah.
And like you
I'm
attract more bad juju
even,
with it.
yeah. It's like a Ouija board. If you use a Ouija board, not even if you
That's why I jokingly said that, you know, this shit's staying in the car.
oh yeah.
But also
yes.
like I was dead ass, this shit's staying in the car, you know, type of thing.
right. Well, I wasn't planning on taking that in because I knew you would not want it in the
Frig, yeah.
but it's literally on the box. Hasbro. Literally.
Yeah, but like, you know, like, what if it works? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to like,
No.
I'm not trying to like put myself in the situation where I have to coin flip whether it works or not.
Well, it's stuff like that and tarot cards. I know
I don't really understand tarot cards too much.
tarot cards are like
I just don't know what they are.
I feel like there's nothing really like okay. Maybe I just don't really understand them too much, but I feel like nothing bad can come from tarot cards.
Because tarot cards predict things, right?
Right. But even if you get like even the death card doesn't mean you're gonna die or something horrible. It means something's coming to an end. So like I mean say it's literally April and we go to a tarot card reading and we both get like the death card, it probably means that we are ending college. But also I've heard that like tarot readers also like can really like they just read people. Like I personally don't believe that you can tell someone's future with tarot cards. But like if
Do you believe in like when you get into a house you have to like run sage through it and everything?
I don't know.
Nah, my family did that.
I know a lot of people that do it, but I don't
Because you have to like cleanse the house of what
Right.
was happening before you.
Right.
That's so crazy you don't believe in it, man.
Well, okay.
I mean, I understand it because it's easier to not understand it. Because it's like, is it safer the right word? Or like, I don't know.
It's more comforting, I guess, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because if you
I'm
don't
like,
believe in it, then like,
there-
oh,
there's
that's just
no way it
doesn't,
can
like, yeah,
happen.
you know?
See, the thing is though, I still get scared by it, even if I don't believe in ghosts. But if I have to spend the night in a haunted house by myself, I'm probably gonna pee my pants.
No, for sure.
because like that's just it's scary. And I also think though a part of playing into it is just the fact that it's. I think a part that plays a fact into it is the fact that it's abandoned or something, and I think that brings a little bit more extra fear. And so whenever I watch, okay, I guess this is also sort of a segue, but like whenever I watch horror movies, the stuff that scares me, well, one is the supernatural, um, but something that scares me, like I always get scared of the killers like Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers before I would get scared of Ghostface from Scream. And that's because Ghostface from Scream, I know I always have a chance, right? Like I'm a scrawny dude, but with enough adrenaline pumping through my body, with my pepper spray, I think I got a decent
You
chance.
finna fight Scream with pepper spray.
I think it's better. It's probably better than my bare hands, bro. Probably better than my bare hands.
Hey, man, let me know how it goes, dog.
But still, you see what I'm saying though is that like he can be stopped, like he. And
Yeah,
like,
let's say you're fighting a demon, though, no?
right.
What you finna do against you?
That's true, and I think that's the same thing with like Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers. Is the fact that like
Freddy can go in your dreams and
okay, yeah,
he can he haunt you, you know?
right.
Freddy just invincible.
But and that's the thing with I don't know. It's just horrifying. I think Michael Myers is probably the scariest out of them. Michael and Jason. Freddy Krueger, even though he's scary because he goes into your dreams, so like it's like, you know,
And Freddy can possess people too.
right. And so
I think
like,
Freddy's the scariest.
well, okay. My counter argument, he talks a lot.
Yeah?
And I think that like if I'm about to be murdered and my murderer keeps talking and stuff, I'm fine.
Really?
I'm just gonna laugh at him.
Yeah, Freddy's a clown on that fool.
Yeah. But like when my murderer is wearing a hockey mask or a William Shatner mask that's been painted white and it's just soulless. And it's like I think that's what makes Michael Myers work so well.
Isn't Michael dead, though?
No.
He's
Freddy's
alive?
dead.
Yeah, I'm Freddy's dead, but Michael's alive?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you can't kill him. So like
Because his body is... Wait, so no, he is dead,
he's
right? Though?
Evil. No, he's just evil. Like that.
Because his mom placed a curse on him or something, right?
I
Or
think
the grandma?
that may have been from the Curse of Thorn. That was from like Michael Myers 6. The Michael Myers trilogy. Like
I got
Halloween,
lost in the story a little bit.
Yeah, Halloween kind of got crazy. The real thing is like I think now in canon, Laurie and Michael aren't even related right now.
That's his mom, right?
No, that's his sister. Because
Wait, he has a sister?
he had. That's the whole story of Michael Myers is that when he was a 6-year-old kid, he killed his older sister, and then
No.
yes,
He drowned at a camp.
that's Freddy or that's Jason. We're talking about Michael Myers.
Oh, I got the movies mixed up.
Yeah, you're thinking of his mom, Pamela Voorhees, Jason's mom.
Michael Myers and Jason.
Michael-
Jason was the hockey mask one, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm thinking of Michael Myers.
No, you're thinking of Jason who drowned. Jason drowned as a kid. His mom came back and got revenge on the camp counselors at Camp Crystal Lake
Yeah.
in the first Friday the 13th. That's what you're thinking of with the mom. Now, Michael Myers, he started in Halloween. That was the Curse of the Thorn. That's what we're talking about. Michael Myers, though, is Curse of Thorn. The reason he can't be killed is because he has to kill his whole family. And by this point, I think Laurie had already died, but Laurie had a child. And I think Laurie's child was killed by Michael, but Laurie's child, I guess Laurie had a grandkid. Is her name even Laurie? This is gonna be
I
embarrassing.
don't even know, man.
Dude,
I got
we
so
are-
lost.
This is for a later podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
All I have to say is that like
Demons or ghosts are real.
they're
and
not.
They're crazy
not,
for not believing,
but
but
I
I
still get
respect your
scared.
opinion.
I still get scared. All right. Yeah. So what is this? I scream. I screamed.
Yeah, you do scream at night.
One time I was having a dream that I was running through a jungle and a bunch of like big giant lizards and iguanas kept falling on me, and that I woke up screaming then too. But I was conscious then. And then I definitely know that I've woken up sometimes and just started going, thank you, or sorry.
Oh yeah. You'll say sorry for something that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would say sorry. Because like You just know I'm better than you, so you just apologize.
Why would I apologize if you're better than me?
Because like, what if I'm just dominating you in your dream?
You suck. You suck.
No,
I wouldn't say I'm sorry to you. Yeah, I'd wake up going, you suck. You suck.
Hell
I hate you.
no.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
That noise is back, by the way. Do you hear that noise?
Yeah, I did hear it. I wasn't gonna say anything. It got quiet when we were having like the Freddie Michael conversation.
Yep.
Or Jason Michael conversation. Anyways, I was afraid the mics were gonna pick it up. It's just so annoying.
It's such a weird pitch of noise.
Right. It's so high. I swear we've never heard that before because this.
I thought it was the AC at first, but it's actually not the AC.
It's outside. I was on the phone today, walking.
Do you hear it outside
the other
too?
person hear it. Yeah, you hear it outside, and the other person on the phone heard it. I don't know. It was just kind of crazy.
And we had the Cheez-It incident too on the dorm. This is
Oh,
completely
no.
like taking a 360 back to where we started. But we had one person on the floor that was addicted to. He was a homie, so I can talk about him a little bit.
Right.
But he ate Cheez-Its. Perma ate Cheez-Its. So that's all he was doing, you know?
For
And then I
one-
think it was the first week of school, second week of school, something like
Right.
that. This fool went to the bathroom, right? And we had a group meet chat, which was like a group chat for the whole floor. And I remember that fool sent a message like, hey, y'all, do not use this bathroom. And we're like, damn, like, you know, what does this guy do, you
Right.
know? So I think you checked before me, right?
Yeah, because I was like, curiosity, you know.
Yeah, so you
And
went
I
to go
opened the
check.
door, and let's just.
I
say,
never saw it at like.
I
its
should
natural
have sent it. To
I
him.
hope no, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I just heard that like this dude like it was like 4 feet projectile of just like
Vomit.
Cheez-Its everywhere.
No, what happened was he threw up it. He tried to throw up in like the trash can or something. Missed the trash can. The trash can's in the middle of the bathroom. It splattered from the trash can to the first stall. The first stall in the trash can, completely unusable. Then he runs to the second stall, and we only had 2 stalls. That was so crappy. 20 guys sharing 2 toilets. And he threw up all over that one.
And it was crazy though because it was in the cracks for the whole year.
Yeah.
You'd always look down and like there's that orange
stink.
speckle. And it's like, I know where this came from, you know?
And it made me wonder how, like, I kept thinking, were there other stains
Oh,
like
probably,
that
for
from
sure.
other years?
Oh, from other years.
Like, you're like, what's that purple stain from? Like, can you imagine? Like, that was from 2015. You know, let's see how far we can go.
you know,
back.
it's so sad that like to think that we almost had our bathroom privilege taken away from us at the ages like
We did, yeah.
19. Like, no, there was people older than us on that floor.
People older, yeah, like a lot older than us, and our floor, they mistreated those bathrooms.
You can tell they came from like they were the only kid at home.
I don't think it was them. Oh,
No, only kid at home. No, not those kids.
okay,
But they were the only child, you know, so they kind of just do whatever, and then their parents, you know, take care of them.
right,
But these kids, they just did not have that. Like, they didn't know how to co-live with other people.
right.
So they treated those bathrooms like crazy.
Disrespectful.
You know, Eric's and Tinsley's bathroom,
Okay,
they had it bad.
yeah,
10 times worse than what we had it.
but that's crazy to me because we literally had toilet paper that was used on someone's rear end on the ground, and no one picked it up. And I'm not saying like it was our duty to pick it up.
Yeah.
I'm saying that if I miss, you literally have to be the scum of the earth not to pick it up and put it in the toilet. Literally, I don't care if you have to grab extra toilet paper because you don't want to touch it with your hands, even though you're just going to go wash your hands right afterwards. Like, it's disgusting, yes.
And then you had the sickos who would go into the bathroom with no
with
socks, no shoes.
They would raw dog just go in there with feet completely uncovered. You were sicko too. I'm not saying you specifically.
No,
I'm
no.
I'm calling that one person
that
out.
one kid. Yeah.
Yes.
Something was wrong with him.
You had to be, because there's no way any sane person would look at that bathroom and be like, I think it's safe.
Especially after everything they've seen and been through,
Right.
you know?
It
But
was,
let me
was it
just
like
raw
the
dog it
first
quick.
week? It wasn't even the first week. It was like the whole year.
Mm-hmm. I was so scared to set foot in the shower
Really?
without chocolates on.
I would not. Even when I would have to like change. I remember changing and like trying to put chonies on. I would have to like try to balance.
That's what I did too. Yeah.
One shower thing, one shower shoe, because I would not put my foot down on the bare ground, even though it was the shower area, and like the shower area is I'll say the showers were pretty cleaned.
See, I think they were just stained from like
Yeah.
years. So like I could never tell if it was dirty or clean. Sometimes the shower curtains though, they started turning orange.
Yeah.
And that's when I got like, guys, what the hell, you know?
It reminded me of the Cheez-It incident.
Fair.
Man,
I think that was pretty much the big stories.
I know.
We had some fool who put his chair out in the lobby and just left it there for a while. I mean, granted, we both know who did it, but
Yeah.
that was funny.
Because
Our
our
RA
AA was like, "Who put this? Whose chair is this? Who's missing a chair?" And they finally just took it away.
Have you seen him back yet?
No, I haven't seen our last year's RA.
Did I tell you I followed him on Instagram, right? And
Really?
he never accepted.
Oh
you know?
yeah. You did something.
That fool just ghosted me. For what? I thought I was pretty chill too. Him and I were pretty like, hey man.
After our roommate agreement, which this year we're gonna go crazy on our roommate agreement, because like obviously like, I mean we really don't have any. I think like the only like hard set things we have is like if we have a friend over or something and the other one isn't here.
No bed sharing.
No bed sharing, but that is 100% like both of us. Like I
told you the story one time when Tinsley got locked out of his room, right?
Yeah.
And then he had to come sleep in our room.
Yeah.
I made him sleep on the floor because I wasn't about to let him sleep on the.
I felt bad though
bed.
because like if you would have messaged me, if something would have messaged me, I would have let him. If he took off the Among Us pillow, he could not use my Among Us pillow and my weighted blanket. And then I didn't realize I had extra sheets.
Nah.
So then I could have just changed them real quick. But like I do appreciate because you didn't know that.
Well,
So, like,
even if I did know all that, you know,
mm-hmm.
let's say I swapped the roles. I was like, I had all this stuff, you know.
Right.
I would still hope you wouldn't let someone sleep on my bed.
Well,
you
like no, I wouldn't because I obviously know that you really don't want that.
know? Yeah.
But like I'm just saying. Also, I don't
That's
have
where the
extra
king
sheets
sleep.
this year.
I sleep in the at the king bed.
No, the king's bed is right there.
No, that's the king's bed right there. So like,
You're the queen. You're my
that's
queen.
weird and weird. I am the king,
Ha.
the one and
Yeah,
only,
bro.
the one who rules all. Me.
Anyways, this year our roommate agreements are gonna be. We're just gonna go crazy on each other, just so our RA filling it out.
Yeah, I want our area to think we're just crazy,
Yeah.
just batshit crazy.
Because we're like, lights out 10 p.m.
What if we do like what else like crazy things can we put? Don't talk to me past.
Right.
Like, just don't talk to me past 5 p.m. Quiet hours. Only allowed to use the bathroom twice a day.
Right. No more than no more than 10 minutes per use.
True.
So I guess
Showers no longer than 5 minutes. Do you think she's gonna just look at us and then,
She's gonna
and then like, yeah, I agree with you. You look, I think you're right. You know,
right.
like, what is she gonna do? Like,
She's probably gonna suggest that we get new roommates.
yeah, for sure.
She's gonna be like, if you guys are this strict, like why not get someone you? I don't know. Maybe she'll be like, since both of you guys agree on this, you guys are the perfect roommates. You know, it's like,
But they're gonna be crazy though.
yeah. But like, imagine if you had someone that was like you now, and then someone that was like you, filling out your thing all crazy. So then like, or say I was just crazy, and you were just chill. That'd be miserable. If I was like, lights out, 10 p.m. and like you didn't agree to it, you're gonna be like, I'm not going to bed at 10 p.m. And then that'd cause conflict, as if we were both like, yeah, we can do lights out at 10 p.m.
I'm thinking 6 p.m.
We don't even get back from class at 6 p.m. some days.
I come back to just a dead ass room. Oh, we both would actually.
Yeah.
You get out at 7.
It's like we have to text people like outside the room, and then as soon as we step foot in here, whoop, it goes up. Man, one thing I liked about Discord though.
Wait, what?
The one thing I liked about Twitch though
Yeah.
is I was able to see how long we have been running for, because I have
The
no
VOD.
idea. Yeah,
I think it tells us actually, but we can't see it.
we
'cause
can't see.
A taskbar is hidden on top of it.
Oh,
I think we started at we're about an hour.
we're about an hour.
I think so.
Do we have any more storm stories?
We probably got so many, man. Remember that we had people who first week of school living in that one dorm room, and then they got kicked out.
Oh yeah.
Never saw them fools again.
I'm so glad though. They were so annoying.
They were
would,
disrespectful, just mad
Yeah.
disrespectful.
like there was always people slamming doors.
Now that's us this year though, because we got a
Oh yeah.
busted ass door.
Our door is like too big for the door frame. So like
Whoa.
I can't really try to figure out how to do this visually with my hands. But just know, like it's like the door clips the edge of the frame, the threshold or whatever, and you have to like shove it, and so it slams shut. And I feel bad, but luckily we don't have to leave at night to go to the bathroom or anything because it's just in here. So
I hate leaving the class though before you because some days I do that,
Mhm.
and it's like as soon as I shut the door, I know he's gonna be awake.
I'm usually awake. Actually, when you start going through your old Taco Bell from the night previously, that's what wakes me up. We went to Taco.
That was a one-time
We
thing,
did a TV
bro.
run Thursday night,
What ass?
and let's just say you got a bit more
I
than
took
you
a
could chew.
bite out of the burrito, right? And I was like, this shit is nasty. So I threw it away. And then take a bite of the chalupa. I was like, that works. It works. I can eat this. 12
But
hours
this-
later.
Well, yeah, and we have no fridge. Keep in mind, there's supposed to be a fridge over there.
Oh.
We don't have a fridge yet. Your
Hey,
job today.
I think I
was
forgot to fill out the form that we needed.
I
fill out.
literally, I said I was gonna like. That was your one job. That was your one job this weekend, actually. And then I come back and you're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll do it. I'll do it.
No, it's not that
You
it
never
doesn't
get around
matter.
to
It's
it.
that I forgot about it.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it.
I'll let you have it, bro. I'll let you have that task.
Really?
Sure.
No, because you're stupid.
You want me to
can't
do it? I'll do it. It might be a little late.
Right? Yeah.
It might be a little late, but I got
Christmas
it.
might come before we get our fridge. If you,
Maybe it's a good thing we don't got a fridge.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't get that far yet.
Exactly. We want to have cold drinks.
I just want drinks, man. This episode is actually unofficially sponsored by Arizona.
Diet half and half.
I'm so mad it's diet, dude.
Why'd you get diet?
But like, low key, if it kind of tastes the same. What? I
No.
just got the wrong kind.
Okay, if diet tastes like that, then I think I just hate the half and half Arizona, which I have said previously. I do hate half and half Arizona. I just like the straight up teas. I like the lemon,
Hawkins.
the lemon. Yeah, the lemon. I like the ginseng, whatever tea. I like.
You like matcha?
Yeah, I like
I like
matcha.
matcha.
Matcha's
Actually,
pretty
it's like situational for me. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I
Really?
don't. Yeah.
good. I remember we went to we were back in Dago, and my grandfather ordered matcha because they thought it was mocha. He thought he got him like a
Oh, that's
mocha.
so sad,
And he
bro.
got it, and it was green, and he was so sad. Yeah, it was funny. I ended up drinking it though. That I realized I liked it.
I feel like this was kind of an uneventful episode.
No, I feel like it was, man. Okay, I feel like if we took the beginning, we were just so pressed because the beginning was so. We were redoing it for the second time.
Yeah.
I was kind of mad at you. So
We also jumped into a whole ass different. We talked about deodorant, I think, this time is versus.
Yeah.
I don't even
And-
know what we talked about last time.
I felt bad though because I thought the Seth story was hilarious.
Dude,
And
I remember you came on today and like,
I
hey, dude,
kept
I have
laughing
this
at it.
bomb ass story, but I'm not gonna tell you right now.
Right.
I'm gonna wait till we get on the pod, and then I'm gonna tell you. And I was like, okay, it must for sure be a banger,
It
right?
was. Because I just know the people that know me are gonna be laughing at it. Like this is just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just very clumsy or like just not clumsy,
Stupid.
awkward. Awkward.
I was thinking stupid.
thinking awkward.
I think I have people who tell me otherwise.
Addison, tell me again, who was it that forgot the word surprise today?
That's just not a video.
Oh, but we both know.
Nope, I don't know.
We both know.
I do not know.
Okay, what about the last pod when like there was like 20
It's edited.
different words
Edited.
where you go, huh? Musically inclined? You mean they like music? They're interested in music?
It was a bit. It was a bit.
it's a bit?
I'm actually quite intelligent, yeah, if you
Right.
ask around. So what do y'all have on the list? Anything that we like should talk about?
Says start episode thanking people who tuned in for our last show.
Thank you guys for listening to the last show.
Okay.
I think we missed that part.
I don't think we did. Maybe we did. I know we
The
did it
second
for
time. First time
yeah,
we did it for
first
sure.
time, sure. Conversation starters, pick me ups, whatever. Just talk about living in the dorms. I remember it'd be crazy some nights because it's like late at night and we could see the parking lot. Our old view used to see the parking lot.
Do you like this view more or no?
I like this
This
view,
view's,
but there's two reasons why. There's two reasons where I kind of miss the old one.
That is
Actually, one reason.
okay.
The first story, it was becoming. We saw the first snow, and it
That
was
shit
like
was
12 o'clock at
nice.
night. We didn't have early classes the next day, so we just sat, watched the snow, and it was 12 o'clock at night. But there were so many people out in the
Yeah, I was
parking
gonna
lot
say. Remember them
playing in it.
crackheads that were just chilling in the? I think that had to have been their first time seeing snow, right?
Maybe. Well, okay, that could very well been a possibility. But I would have loved to have been out there. Like it was just a fun experience. Like
Yeah.
everyone out there having the time of their lives. And I definitely think that would have been such a cool.
It was
such
a good
cool
like
thing.
people watching view.
Right. Yeah.
But now we got a good scenic view.
Now because I mean, did we say how we can see like Cincy from the window? Like you can literally
I
see
don't know
some of
if we
Cincy's
did or
side.
not, but yeah, we can see Cincy.
That's such a cool view. We get this nice park.
We haven't been to Cincy yet since we've been back.
I know we need to run it back to Cincy.
We do need to run it back.
We just
Take the maybe
Take
I'll whip the Addy mobile up there.
Oh my lord, the Addy Mobile saved my life today.
Dude, it almost didn't. It almost didn't start because my key fob wasn't unlocking the car. So I was like, okay,
You
now
thought
what?
it was? I thought
Because
we had to
sometimes
go
like my back,
jump-
if I don't use my car, I think
Right.
that the last time I used my car was like last week or something. I don't know. Maybe before that actually.
I thought we were gonna have to jumpstart the Addy Mobile.
For real. Do you know how to jumpstart a car?
Yeah.
Hey, I have a good hunch.
I've had to do it like. I've had to do it a few times.
I don't know where I don't want. She took all the stuff out of my car. The jumping cables, the car, the jack,
I
So
think
we were fixing Tinsley's brother's car
Right.
the same day. Like, okay. And then we just forgot to put them back in my car.
See, I think the jumper cables definitely would have been good, and then I guess the jack too. If you need, have you ever changed a tire on by yourself?
By myself, no, but I've watched done a lot. So I can do it. I
Right.
can do it.
Yeah, I remember it was me and my friends. There's 3 of us. One of my friends' tires was down. We changed that by ourselves, and we were like 16, 17.
That's
We were
cool.
16,
Yeah.
and we thought that was the coolest thing ever. Is that we're like, we changed it. But we did it at a Dairy Queen parking lot. That was such a cool.
That's what's up.
That was a cool. I like that. That was a nice experience. Also, the second crazy last. I think this is the last dorm story. It was just so crazy to me. It's like the middle of our second semester. Just one night, the craziest fog. Do you remember that? It was like a
I do. That was
fog.
damn near when we moved out, I think.
Yeah. I've never
It was like
seen fog like
Silent
that.
Hill outside. It actually genuinely was.
Because you couldn't see. The only thing you could see was the faint street lights or whatever. But that was it.
It had to have been like
Uh,
10 feet visibility or like,
Cause like yeah,
if that maybe.
we couldn't even see the beginning of our parking lot because it was literally, it was our window and then there was like a small little grass hill. Like I mean small. And then you could barely see the front of the parking lot. And I think that was probably the scariest I've ever been in those dorms.
You were scared of that?
Not
That
scared.
shit
I
was
thought it was
chill,
cool.
man.
It was cool. But I was like, what if like we squint and we literally just see these monsters just start coming. I don't know. I think that would have been
What if a
horrifying.
demon popped up?
Exactly. And then later that night, I like rose up 90 degrees and I was like,
Ah,
Beelzebub's coming for you. And went back to sleep. Do you see that one video? I forget if I showed you. It's like that one video, that guy has like a Ring camera in his room and he's sleeping with his girlfriend. And she wakes up one night, starts like bugging out, and literally looks at the camera, opens her mouth so wide. Like, it has to be edited because it looks like she unhinged her jaw. And she tries to scream. She's like, ah! And it just goes back to I'm sorry.
you think they finna break up after that?
Yes.
If my bitch
yes.
did that, I'm for sure out.
Exactly. Yeah. If I woke up and my partner had like done that night before, I'm not even saying bye.
But imagine checking the cams the next day and she pulls up behind you and she's like, "Hey, well, what are you watching, honey?"
Right.
And this bitch is like, "Oh," it's like, God damn.
It reminds me of a haunted house.
I
By
love that movie.
Marlon.
If anyone like, easily one of the funniest. Well, you gotta have a special type of humor,
Right,
Like, you
right.
gotta be like, what's the word? I don't know.
Immature. You have to
Like
be
not
immature.
white.
Not white?
Yeah.
You have to be gangsta.
No,
If
it's
you're
like because I
Mexican
feel like
gangstas,
you take that movie right and you show it to like a cookie cutter like white person, they're
Well,
gonna hate it.
maybe not.
There was a bunch of references that like,
Okay, there's
you know,
yeah. So my old white grandfather wouldn't be able to
yeah. I
understand
mean,
it.
I probably wouldn't. Not only understand it, but I probably wouldn't like enjoy it for like what it actually was.
Yeah, but there's like a lot of comedy movies that he wouldn't enjoy either.
Yeah, I mean,
That like are made for white people.
okay, that makes me sound horrible, but
Like The Office. I don't think he'd enjoy The Office. It's got like a lot of crude humor in it. Like I just don't think that's a lot of people's cup of tea.
My cup of tea.
When your cup of tea, it's
Yeah.
empty.
A diet ass cup of tea. I think that's that, man.
I really think it's that. It's that
How long do you
time,
think we've
guys.
been live for? Or not? Or how long do you?
We're gonna
What if
like,
it's just not recorded again?
I'm telling you, if it's not recorded, it's over.
I'm crying.
It's over.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
I think I am.
No, you're talking.
I think it's about time we wrap this up. I think Addison's gonna check our time. What are we running with? Hour 50. Oh. Yeah. Let's definitely end it here. Anything you want to add?
This bitch more portable now. Am I in it?
Yes.
Anything I want to add?
Yeah, go check out our YouTube channel, the D302 Show. The D302 Show. I said the D302 podcast last episode. That's not right. If you go watch the video version, definitely go watch the video version, so that way you can see what Addison's doing to our camera.
I'm the
now.
main story character. Look, you got bad main character syndrome.
I don't have main character syndrome
Yeah, you do.
anymore.
As of like a couple weeks ago.
No, as a year.
No.
Yes.
When was it? When was the last main character syndrome you had? It was, I swear to God, it was this year.
Like probably senior year.
No, it was like this year for
No,
sure. It was
no,
since
no,
I've been
no.
back.
No shot.
I think so.
Anyways, if you're listening to the Spotify version or podcast version, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. You don't even have to watch the videos version. Just go subscribe.
I'd appreciate it.
If you're on the video version only, go find the Spotify. It's also the D302 Show.
I was asked.
And follow it.
Sorry.
Just follow it. Share it. Share the video version. Just let's get this rolling. Let's get this podcast rolling.
I was asked by someone if we're gonna put it on Apple. We have plans to put it on
I put it
Apple.
on Apple. I think it's on Apple.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll look for it later.
If it's not on Apple, sorry, but I'll add it to
Do we
Apple.
have a Twitter account yet?
We don't have a Twitter account. Like I told you, no one's gonna follow our Twitter account. That's so sad. You're gonna follow.
You talking about we're finna profit off this. Talking about the Twitter account finna be sad.
Yeah, we're trying to make this our full-time job.
We is a strong word.
Addie's trying to make this our full-time job.
I am definitely not.
And if you want to support our goal, definitely, like I said, subscribing and sharing and following does not hurt at all. Maybe we'll have an Instagram account by the
We
time
need
this
guests
episode
soon,
comes
too.
up. Yeah. Should we do another solo or not solo? I guess. Should we just do us?
I think
next
we should
episode?
have one more, just you and I,
And then we'll have a guest on.
and then we bring a guest on.
All right, sounds great. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you're still here,
Appreciate it.
we appreciate it. And
I appreciate it.
if you have suggestions for episode, like things you want us to talk about, leave it in the comments of our YouTube channel. And that's been episode 2 of the 302 podcast.
The D302, man.
The
You can't even
D302
say it correctly.
podcast. But
Appreciate it again.
they can't hear you. They can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, they can.
No, they can't.
Look, yeah, I'm going up.
I got the applause playing.
Oh,
They're applauding us because we just.
I hope they're not applauding us.
It was the soundboard. It was a soundboard.
But we will see you guys back. So is Tuesday going to be the regular schedule?
Yeah, we plan on shooting Tuesday and uploading Wednesday, but it'll be like late Wednesday night because I don't get out of class till 7:30, and then I have to come eat, do homework, and then probably edit and upload the pod. But it'll be late Wednesday. Listen to it Thursday. Listen to it Friday. Go back and listen to episode 1. But okay, we're just dragging this out. Let's end it.
End it, bro. End it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and we'll see you next time with episode 3. Bye bye.